Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your Muse Traci. I am your favorite manifestation coach, and I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I offer one-on-one coaching and also group coaching. And in my coaching program, we take a deep dive into your subconscious programming or your belief system. And we do the work to change the programming that is effectively covering up and masking your true nature. I'll take you through the process of cleaning up your programming, integrating the creator belief system, releasing old, stuck, unprocessed emotions from the past, as well as teaching you how to honor and process your emotions on an ongoing basis, as well as much, much, much more. We meet 2 to 3 times per week, and in between the sessions, you also have email access to me. You have homework to do in between the sessions, and I designed it to be a pretty intensive month because I am here to help you guys create real change, real transformation in every area of your life, and return you back to your true nature of being an effortless and unlimited creator. Most of my clients will stay with me 2 to 3 months, but that's always up to you, the level of support and guidance that you feel is right for you. And it's always your call, how much support you want, how much you feel like you need. Some people after a month, they're good to go. And that's amazing too. I want you to spread your wings and fly, on your own. So if you're interested in learning more, leave me a comment down below. Send me an email. I'll get back to you. I also have a free mini course that is available in the description below, also on my website. And I created this mini course to really get rid of some of the questions, the common questions that I saw people having when they were coming to me for coaching about manifesting a specific person. And I wanted to put those questions to rest once and for all. So super helpful and informative mini course. It's completely free. Again, you can find it on my website or in the description down below. I also have a 7-day I Am challenge. This challenge will help you get back into the groove of using your powerful I Am to help you create in every area of your life. So that's also a free resource available on my website as well. All right, you guys, let's get right into the video for today. Super excited about this one. So if manifesting isn't working for you, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So if someone tells you you are bad at manifesting, it's a sure sign that they don't really know what they're talking about. And if you yourself are thinking that you are bad at manifesting, you have your focus and your attention on the wrong things and, a little bit the wrong perspective, and maybe you still have the wrong perspective and belief system when it comes to manifesting. So that's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so let me explain. You can't actually be bad at manifesting. If you are alive, you're manifesting. Like I said in my last video, it would be like you're saying that you're bad at breathing. Now, like manifesting, you might experience difficulties in breathing. You might have a condition that, makes it difficult to breathe. There's many reasons why you could be having that experience. And you also might be having the experience of being bad at manifesting, but you are not bad at manifesting. You're manifesting everything. So perhaps it's the case that you are manifesting things that you're not, are not of your preference, or you're not able to manifest the things that you desire to experience, or maybe you don't feel like you can manifest on purpose, consciously, exactly what you want to experience in your reality. Okay, so all of that might be true. But again, if anyone tells you you're bad at manifesting, you're not. And again, it's a sure sign that they don't really know what they're talking about. Now, this person isn't a bad person. And the good news is they can learn too. They can reconnect with their true nature. They can reconnect with the real meaning of what manifesting actually is, and they can learn. This is a never-ending journey of learning and self-discovery, and actually, better said, self-creation. So now, if this person had come into coaching with me, the one that told you, perhaps my amazing viewer, that you're bad at manifesting, they would learn straight away that there is a flaw in their fundamental understandings. So I wouldn't just tell them, hey, you're not bad at manifesting, and give them like a little pep talk. No, I would go deeper and help them understand that their reality, everything they currently see and experience, and in fact, everything that they have ever seen or experienced is their manifestation. And I would help them understand what it actually means, because the understanding beneath things, you guys, is so much more important. Because if you did come into coaching with me and you said, I'm bad at manifesting, and I just said, you're not bad at manifesting, and I was very convincing, and in that moment I could convince you that you're not bad at manifesting, great, but I didn't really give you the tools for you to come back to this thought and this belief on your own, like an hour or 6 hours or 6 days down the road when your own doubt is coming back in. So I wouldn't have really been helping you. So that I try not to do that. I want you to understand why you can never have that thought again. You can never think you're bad at manifesting again. That's the knowledge I want to give you, right? So when we think that manifesting means to change 3D reality, to change the people, the places, the circumstances, the events, or anything else you can sense with your 5 senses, we have a fundamental misunderstanding of what manifesting really and truly is. Manifesting is actually the effect of changing yourself or changing oneself. If we continue to look at it as changing the external or 3D reality, right? So it's not that. You want to shift your perspective and see manifesting as an effect. It's an effect of changing you, changing your beliefs, changing your thoughts, changing your assumptions, changing your feelings and emotions. The effect of changing all these things would be a change in your outer environment, which is what we call manifesting. Now, because we sometimes have the old, outdated perspective about manifesting, again, that we're changing out there, this leads to doing processes, scripting, visualizing, inner conversations, affirmations, anything you want, anything, even if you believe standing on your head is how you manifest, great. That's a technique. We'll call that a technique. So doing any techniques for the purpose of changing out there, and then waiting, and probably waiting, gritting your teeth while you're waiting for what? Out there to change. This type of perspective misses the actual meaning of manifestation and the actual point of doing any technique that you like to do, including standing on your head. The purpose of all techniques is to change you. It is to shift you into the state of fulfillment or into your desired end. You see, that's why living in the end is not really a technique either. It's a result of doing a technique. And then when and if you fall out of your end again, which is common, you do a technique, you don't stay in your end for forever. No, you might be in it for some amount of time and then you might fall out. So this is when you use techniques, when and if you fall out. So when and if you fall out of your end, you would do another technique to do what? Not to shift out there, but to shift you back into the state of the wish fulfilled. But again, if you're doing techniques not for the purpose of bringing yourself into alignment with your end, then what are you doing them for? Great question, right? You're still doing them to change out there. And this is where you will get into trouble, either reacting to things out there not changing, or reacting to the mere passage of time and nothing is changing. This is when we get really concerned with time, or being stuck in a cycle of waiting for things to change out there. All of these things are a result of the wrong fundamental mindset about manifesting, the wrong understanding, the wrong definition, the wrong perspective, and then also the wrong approach to doing your techniques, right? If you're doing your techniques because you think your techniques magically change out there, you're missing the whole point of doing the technique. You're skipping over yourself. You're jumping over yourself, which is exactly what the point of the technique is, or techniques, is to shift you or to change you, you know? So if you started to view manifesting as, again, a process of changing you, changing your state of being, which let's talk about what state of being is for a second, because I think some people have a misunderstanding of this as well. Your state of being is a combination of your beliefs, assumptions, your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. This is your state of being. It's not just how you feel. So if you look at manifesting your reality as a result of changing your state of being, then you would not continue to fall prey to these types of blocks that I see most people struggling with. Most people still struggle with one of the three things that I just mentioned in this video previously, a few moments ago. Those three things are reacting to nothing changing, reacting to the mere passage of time, or not reacting, but simply waiting. So you're not reacting, but you are also not in the state of the wish fulfilled. So you are in a state of waiting. These are the three things that, again, when you have the wrong perspective or understanding or definition of what manifesting is, these are the three most common places that I see people get stuck in. They get stuck in these places. And it's, again, for the sheer reason of they don't really truly understand what manifesting is. Maybe they heard it one time, but they keep going back to thinking like, I'm changing out there. I'm looking for changes out there. I'm waiting for something out there. I'm waiting for that. Waiting makes no sense. Creation is finished. What are you waiting on? Everything is waiting on you. Waiting on you to what? Great question. Waiting on you for what? To be it now. As within, so without. You're not waiting on anything ever. Everything is available to you right now, in this now moment, right now. And if you cannot experience right now in this now moment before you have proof of it in your 3D, you will remain stuck, plain and simple. I'm not giving it to you guys, I'm giving it to you straight, right? Like straight and simply. This is not a limiting belief. This is how the law works. This is how Neville and so many other great teachers have explained it. Napoleon Hill, Neil Donald Walsh. These are just a few of my favorites. By no means an exhaustive list, just a few of my absolute favorites. So everything is available to you right now, in this now moment, right now. And if you cannot experience it right now, in this moment, before you have proof of it in your 3D reality, you will remain stuck. And if you can't, not even just not experience it, but if you can't hold yourself in the end of having it, if you can't practice living in the end, even going in and out, 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 this is how we create the illusion of nothing happening. So if you want to see something show up and show up consistently, regularly, permanently in your 3D reality, you have to be stable and consistent in your consciousness, in your state of being, right? Waiting doesn't make sense. What are you waiting on? Everything is waiting on you. Reacting to circumstances doesn't make sense. Needing to see it before you believe it doesn't make sense. Worrying about the mere passage of time doesn't make sense. Also, believing that the mere passage of time will bring your desires about doesn't make sense, right? None of these things make sense. If these things make sense to you, if you're like, well, Traci, some of these things do make sense to me. I am saying this from the perspective of having integrated the belief system of law of assumption. If you still have the belief system that life is just happening and things just happen and I'm here being moved about by my circumstances and by people and by events, the events of life, then yes, these things do make sense. I would say, You also, if these things make sense to you, you know where your work is. You know where your work is. But once again, once you have integrated the law of assumption belief system, these things simply no longer make sense. And that's where you want to be. That is your work. That's exactly your work. It's not about affirming more or doing techniques more or visualizing more. You've skipped a huge step. You've skipped a huge step in integrating the belief system that you are the operant power, that your consciousness is the real reality, that you're manifesting, just like you're breathing. You can't be bad at manifesting, okay? So if you are thinking some of those things make sense to you, again, you know where your work is. All right, you guys. So right now I do have a special pre-launch going on for my next group coaching course, which is all about living in the end. In this course, I'm going to teach you all about what it means. What does it mean? I spent a lot of time in my journey wondering, what the heck does that mean? I don't think I know what it means, and I don't think I know how to do it. So I'm going to teach you what does it actually mean and what you need to integrate to do it successfully, what you also need to clear out to do it successfully, and then how to do it. This program is the third program in a series of programs that I will be offering once a year. This program starts officially in October, and then it's gone again until 2025. And by the way, when you sign up for these programs, you have lifetime access. And you will also not only have this version of the course, but any future versions, which I'm guaranteeing I will have more versions. This is just round one, but you have lifetime access, and you'll have access to all the upgrades and all the additions that are sure to come later. Again, there's a special pre-launch going on right now. It ends today, actually, at midnight. And then the regular launch will be out again in a couple of weeks. If you want any more information about the program or anything at all, any questions, you can send me an email or leave me a comment down below. Also, leave me a comment on what I've talked about here. And if you find that you're still focusing on one of these 3 challenges, if some of those things I mentioned still make sense to you, right? And what you think you can do to overcome those things that I've talked about in this video. Or also share if you've already overcome some of these challenges, if you've already changed the way you look at some of these things. Please share it. I love to hear your success and your progress on your journey. And I know that everyone else wants to hear it as well, wants to hear like how you've overcome these things, how you've transcended these old belief systems and these old patterns, and how you got out of waiting. No more waiting. Waiting no longer makes sense. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.